Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Diggs will have the Bills first down as the tackle made up near the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And we find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Start on the ground, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
first there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
Ready?
Young. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That time they want to get in there and bring him down. I thought that at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Ready. Defense, not much they could do. In motion, the tight end.
Ready.
First down, Young. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Trouble, 38.
Young to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion
Here we go.
there.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set.
On play action, Young rolling to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Russell Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And I felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouth.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To the air, Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with the first down.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The left side caught by Davis. And he'll be taken right on the chalk at a 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks him. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Let's not cut your mic on too early.
It's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On the ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Ready.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to
Oh, mama.
come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because,
Come on,
look,
set.
let's face it, that close to the goal line could throw an interception is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Hut, hut.
Following the interception, Young. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now here's Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a 1st down.
Hut, hut.
1st and 10, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
3-3.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Ready.
Now Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut.
Back to throw again. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave them mad because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of all their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll be intercepted for the 3rd time. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Set, hut.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they just get the play off. Now Young sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keep pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Ready.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
It's Young on play action. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Ready.
So
Ready.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set.
To throw, Young. And that's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here we go.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Set.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to
Here we
feel
go.
good,
Here
didn't
we
it?
go.
Taking that type of a gamble there, making it
Watch
pay
out now.
off.
50 Fury.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Nice work to get settled out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before
Ready.
being stopped.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hut, hut.
Throwing, Young. send the tight end in motion here. Third and short yardage, Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact right time there. And now fourth down.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Slide through. Cut, cut.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're working across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Young. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry
Fight,
up.
60. Set, cut.
Now Young. So quickly to field him here. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed
Okay,
what
ready?
worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's taken in by Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Let's go. Shot, 17. Set, cut.
Here is Young, out to his left. Touchdown. Bryce Young, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Black Ultra. Ready?
And Young's going to throw for this. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Look out.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. The check tops it here with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Ready.
First down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. This one on the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
Oh my God! Did you see Alabama Bryce? Did you see Alabama Bryce? Oh, Coach Saban. Coach Saban would be so proud.
Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Set. Hut. Set.
Young off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Bryce and that Panthers offense.
What'd he say? Of course I do. I picked them, didn't I? Well, guess what? You're going to lose today, buddy. You get to go to bed knowing that the Carolina Panthers spanked you. We ain't whoop you. We spanked you. We spanked that Heine. Belt to ass.
Come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cook up the gut. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Allen off the play fake. Gets this one to Morris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't it.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think
If this is the game, you got your coach fired.
Through his second interception, I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
Ready,
It's
set.
beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That throw by Young incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Ready,
After the
ready.
incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hut, hut.
Young. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Collier. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Look out.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions this far.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 cycles. Hut, hut.
Out of his end zone, Young. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Young's throw taken in by Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? You know, like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Set,
An extra
ready.
defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Young. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go, charge.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Set, go.
Young here to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he takes this one down
Let's go.
almost all the
Set.
way to the 30.
22 needles.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. And by goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
To throw is Allen. That's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Morris. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
Not enough, though. But yeah, you're right.
most games it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA